the address so you can show up of the concert venue. These little concerts, bro, they're too good to miss. Like,
I heard you went to Sebastian Bach, and I know Bach was
bro,
probably
that was
amazing.
Brown.
He
That was
did,
one of the
yes.
greatest fucking things. Like, I'll discuss some more on the show. Like, the Stephen Piercy was great, right?
It
But
was, yes.
the sound. This is a different venue. It was still close, but it was closer to my house actually. But like, bro, the sound at the Sebastian Bach thing, because I saw Back in Black there once at the same venue, and
Yes,
it
Daisy
sucked.
True
Like
Band.
the sound was horrible, and I never went back to that venue. It was real live. Are we going live or are we just gonna record?
I'm going to record on my end. If you want to go live, go right ahead, dude.
Well, I can't go. We can just record here.
I'll
But,
just record because, like I stated, I've been having a lot of, I don't know, the last live show we did last Thursday, there was so much lagging going on. I had to go to the Skype video recording that we did and take it from there, basically.
a little choppy, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Here we do have. I guess we should get to the music news and everything because I know Prince is a big Sebastian Bach fan.
Yeah, what's up, Prince? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I've been following Sebastian Bach my whole middle school, high school life. Skid Row, baby, Skid Row. 18
All right,
Alive,
we also got to
Youth
talk.
Gone Wild, I Remember You.
18 Alive, Piece of Me, Monkey Business.
Yes, Monkey Business, yes.
Yes, all those songs.
He was good. Sebastian was great friends with Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses.
Yes, I remember
Yes.
I remember Hit Parader did a joint interview with those two guys there, and I remember Skid Row was opening act for the Guns N' Roses Getting the Ring
Sebastian Bach. You mean I
motherfucker
know that
tour.
Sebastian Bach and Axl Rose, they both fucked Aaron Everly from the Everly brothers, the daughter.
Yeah, the one
Axl Rose's wife.
What?
Yeah, they double teamed that bitch, man. They fucked the
really?
shit out of her.
Oh wow, interesting.
What?
Really?
Yeah. She called in. She called in on the Howard Stern show, and Bach answered, and he was actually at Sebastian was at Axl Rose's house, and you know how Howard Stern is. He's like, "Oh, you must be getting a threesome," and she said, "Hell yeah!" And I was like, "Damn."
Yeah. Oh wow.
Look that up. It's on the Howard Stern show. They
All right, you got to definitely check it out. That's for sure.
Yeah, that was a Howard Stern interview where Sebastian Bach said he was at Axl Rose's house, and Howard was like, "Put Aaron on the phone. Put Aaron on the phone." And Axl gets to the phone, goes with his deep voice, goes, "No, don't put her on the phone."
Oh yeah, because
What was
remember
her
that
name? What's her name?
Erin Everly.
Aaron
She
Everly.
was she was the daughter of one of the Everly brothers.
And she was married to Axl Rose at one point, and almost
Yes,
had a
they
kid.
were. Yes,
Aaron.
Erin Everly.
She's 58. Oh, all right. Interesting.
Yeah. By the way,
She was
here's a little
fine.
something
She was
about.
gorgeous.
By the way, here's a little something about that because Steven Adler, their drummer, apparently what it was is that behind Axel's back, she got involved with him, and they did a little something there.
Yeah.
But here's yes, they
Yeah.
were. I read it in a online magazine called The Guardian, and here's something else. Adler shot Aaron Everly up with a speedball.
Yep.
And for those who do not know what a speedball is, it's a mixture of heroin and cocaine. That's what killed John Belushi back years earlier before that happened.
I'm looking through the music news. Oh, okay. How about this one, Brown? If you want to look this up, basically people are coming out saying John 5 was playing to a pre-recorded guitar track during Motley Crue concert, and he came out and said no, he didn't do nothing like that. He I guess he was playing on the neck and without strumming, and it was making noise, and the fans were like concerned that he wasn't strumming or something, but he was trying to explain like, no, you don't have to strum the guitar to make it make noise. You can you can touch the strings on the neck or do all kinds of stuff. That's a big one that's coming out. Which that's a pretty serious allegation. Like, what's his name?
I'm looking up on I'm looking up on I'm looking up on Blabbermouth right now. It's going to it right now. Let me read it for you guys. John 5 has shot down a claim that he plays along to a pre-recorded guitar track during Motley Crue's concert. Several videos posted on YouTube have suggested that John 5 was not playing during the song Wild Side, with the guitarist seemingly not moving his hands while the music continued to be heard. However, in the video posted on Instagram earlier today, which by the way was yesterday, June 24th, John 5 addressed these claims and explained it to non-musicians what he was doing to achieve the now mentioned effect. He said, quote, "I would clear up some confusion. Somebody on the internet or some website is saying, oh, John's playing to a backing track. His hand is not even on the guitar. But I do this a lot. It's called hammer-ons and pull-offs. But you're not a musician, you don't understand what's really going on." He demonstrated the hammer-on and pull-off technique that he uses on stage. He also added, "I think the part in Wildside that's on the internet saying looks John faking it. I do this thing where I flip the pick around on my neck. Very simple. It's not a big thing. You know, a lot of things are played with one hand. A lot of musicians know this, so there's nothing to worry about. No backing tracks, very simple." Now, last August, ex-Motley Crue frontman John Corabi, who joined the band in 1992 when Vince Neil was booted out, was asked by one source if he thinks there's any truth to Mick Mars's claim that he was the only band member to actually play 100% during the 2022 stadium tour, claiming that Nikki Sixx did not play a single note on bass during the entire tour. Corabi responded, "Nowadays, according to Pro Tools, because nowadays, go ahead."
Real quick, since you cleared your throat, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I did hear rumors that over the years, maybe, or just on the stadium tour or something, that Tommy Lee does use whatever they call tracks for drums, like a Kickstarter, something to that effect, almost similar to Def Leppard's drummer on that. What is your opinion on that?
So like some pre-recorded drum track, I guess.
Yeah, like a there's a certain word for it, not igniter, but like you hit one drum, you hit one thing, and like another thing plays. There's a special word for it, but yeah, like I've heard
rhythm track or synth drum or something like that. I'm not too sure about it myself. There, I just heard about this now. But there was footage of apparently they were supposed to start a song, and apparently Lee was a little bit too late when he started on the drums.
I can't back, Brian. I can't look if I know John 5 isn't doing tracks, right? But like, man, I don't know. Like, Prince, what do you feel about Motley Crue? Like, I mean, just the rumors of them not playing live. I mean, some of it's live, some of it's not. Like, I want it to be all live.
Vince is not hitting the notes as he used to, so they have to like cover up certain things.
That is true. Remember all the bad mouthing and jokes directed towards him years before when he was way overweight during that time.
It's only so much. It's only so much Vince can do, so they got to go with what they have.
Let's not forget all the alcohol. Go ahead.
Go ahead real quick. Well, I had a list of people, your Stephen Pearcy, Sebastian Bach, Ace Frehley's that I wanted to see live, and I've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
And Motley Crue or Vince Neil is on that list too that I want to see.
Oh yeah.
Like, I know it's not as good as back in the day. We get that, but I feel like Vince Neil has gotten a little bit better in the past few years than what it was before, like 10 years ago. Like, he lost weight.
Yep.
Sure, he's still like a bigger guy, but like he did
not like he was before. That's for sure.
These people.
A guy who I have to see in concert with, I mean, Bach, Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses. Yeah, it's good. I love those guys. But the main guy for me right now, who I need to go see, Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz is on tour, and I have to
really.
I have to go see Lenny Kravitz. I have to. That's a must for me.
Well, we might have to do that together, Prince.
Yeah, you definitely could meet up together like you and I did a couple years ago.
Like let's not underestimate Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz is a rocker. He can fucking rock.
Yes he can. Yes.
I want
people
to
don't be
get
liking Travis
away.
stuff.
I wanna fly away.
Like many people are asleep on him. Like they don't really like Kravitz, but they have to understand Kravitz can play the fuck out of that guitar though.
Yep.
I will go my way.
Like
You see
Prince
the
used
tour
to and
dates right
Jimi
now.
Hendrix used to as well.
Yeah.
He's overseas right now, Prince. He's in Europe right now.
So she be back here in the States sometime shortly afterwards.
Yeah, maybe in the fall. Well, Las Vegas. Oh, he's doing a bunch of Vegas stuff in October. He's having a residency. Then he's going to Buenos Aires, Peru, Chile, all in December. It'll be like 2025, but he's still going to be in Vegas for residency. So that usually when artists go to do those residencies, they're like that next year they're going to do like a big tour. Like usually, Scorpions did the residency, they went out and toured. Hagar did the residency, he went out and toured.
Yep.
Fucking.
I think Crew did it as well.
Yeah, Crew did it. Like it's like a little practice deal.
And when we speak of go ahead. Well,
go ahead.
When we speak of residency, we're referring to playing Vegas venues and casinos, correct? Or big auditoriums.
Yes.
I
Vegas
see there.
shows.
Because probably the biggest one who did that was, of course, Elvis Presley, and that was back in the 70s. I mean, those shows and the many footages of those programs, those shows, are still legendary to this day.
Yep.
Or even Celine Dion did them.
And I love Elvis. Especially, I love Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley's the bomb.
Yeah, he was definitely.
Have y'all heard that new Def Leppard song?
I heard about it. What is it called? Like 73, I guess it's called?
Yes.
I understand it features Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine on the accompanying guitar.
Yeah, they're really album of the year is definitely Sebastian Bach's thing, and I called an Eddie Trunk show yesterday. I don't know if I sent that to you.
Not yet.
To you, but so Eddie Trunk was doing like album, your favorite album so far of the year.
Yep.
And most of what I was hearing was Black Crowes album, Judas Priest album, but everyone was like, this Sebastian Bach album is album of the year. And this was a type of deal where I already knew 2 songs going into this concert, man. Well, let's finish up the rock news.
Okay, go ahead.
Rant here.
All right.
Oh, my bad. Well, any rock news you see on Blabbermouth Brown that interests you while you're there?
Well, I'm looking on it right now. I just went up to John 5. It shoots down rumors of courtesy of Blabbermouth. Let's see here. I'm going back on my phone. It's going to take a while. That's how it is. Blah blah blah.
Exodus and all that tour. Is Exodus worth going to see live, or they're pretty?
I have never saw Exodus live, to be honest with you. And I only know one song from them, and that was the iconic "Toxic Waltz." But I think I remember I don't know if I sent you something to you, but
Prince, what are you doing? Prince, what are you doing tonight?
I just be chilling, man. I just
that venue, one of the venues. You know who they're having tonight?
Who?
And Brown, you're probably gonna hate on this because it's rap, which but the Yin Yang Twins.
What?
I would be there, but it's like 100 degrees right now. You know what I'm saying? It's
wow.
Hot,
Yin Yang Twins. Expect a lot of strippers at that show. That's for sure, because their songs show.
Prince, me and you should start going to even if they're rap shows. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cheap, $20, whatever, right? In that thing. But that's what I'm saying, Brown. Like going back. I mean, if you could find any more news on the Blabbermouth that you like, but
I'm looking on it right now here. But Yin Yang Twins, I don't think it could really go wrong with the Yin Yang Twins because they came up with some iconic booty music.
What? You like them?
Well, you remember I did dig.
I'm not
songs.
hating on them. I'm not.
I did.
I'm hating on them. It's just how we are with rap, Brown.
I did listen. I remember they had a song called "Salt Shaker" along with Little John, and that was a big hit at the clubs. Big, massive hit.
Yeah.
And this was around 2004, 2005. It was like
shaker like a salt shaker.
Yep, that was that's it there. Let's not forget to the window, to the wall.
To the wall, motherfucker. To the sweat drop.
Get low. Get low. That was a big one as well.
Oh, ski, motherfucker.
That's right. So definitely expect a lot of strippers at that show getting down.
You're making me want to go to the show now. You're making me recognize. I forgot about the songs. Jesus Christ. I mean, they were 2002, 2003, whatever, right? 2004, something like that. They were hot. Lil Jon and all them.
Yep.
All right, so.
And by the way, for the record, that song, "Yeah" by Usher. If you were to at a club and the DJ were to play that, whichever girl you're with at that time, they'll bang you right then and there.
So me and my friend.
How do you know this?
Well, while you're looking for those news stories, Brad, me and my friend, we bought Weezer tickets, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
A couple months ago, whatever, $90, good seats, whatever. Well, not good seats, like, nosebleeds, but still.
Yes.
But I was like, bro, like, I don't even want to go, dude. Like, I know nothing about Weezer, dude. Like, I'm gonna be pissed off.
I'm not a big. Well, they have songs like Buddy Holly, the Sweater Song. They have their cover of Toto's Africa.
Yeah, I listened to some of those. It's like I'm gonna fall asleep, bro. Like I need some solos. I need some electric, like that fucking Sebastian Bach concert.
Well, who suggested seeing Weezer?
Well, my friend, he likes the '90s stuff. So when we saw Bush, I mean, I like Bush, right?
Maybe you should drag him out to see
Smashing Pumpkins.
Maybe you should drag him out to see Sebastian Bach if he comes in back into town. By the way, here's something I'm sure you heard about this one. Shifty Shellshock, who was the singer / rapper from the band Crazy Town. You may remember that one-hit wonder they had called Butterfly. He died yesterday.
Now you've heard of that. I saw that coming up and everyone was talking about. I never heard of the guy. I never heard of the group. This was like a group in the 90s, or
it was around the later half of the 90s when rap and rock were kind of mixing together. This guy apparently had some substance issues in the past. I think he was featured on Celebrity Rehab at one point on the VH1 channel.
Really?
Yes, he was. I remember seeing that as well. In fact, the cause of death of singer Shifty Shellshock was apparent accidental drug overdose. The cause of death was revealed by Binzer's representative, Howie Huberman, who told Rolling Stone, quote, Seth has been struggling with substance abuse problems for quite some time. Seth, the guy's real name, was not happy with the daily struggle that's called life. Some people cope with it in very different ways. It's unfortunate to lose so many people to addiction and accessibility to harmful drugs. Shifty was a real life tragedy. Too fast, too hard, too soon. According to the LA County Medical Examiner's website, the 49-year-old Shellshock, whose birth name was Seth Binzer, died in his home on Monday, June 24th. One of their biggest hits was 1999's Butterfly, which reached #1 on the U.S. Billboard Top 100 chart. The song sampled Red Hot Chili Peppers' song Pretty Little Dirty. Their first album, yes, it sampled the well, basically.
I wonder if they got permission for that. You can sample music, and you have to pay off the original.
I think so. Yeah, I think it also got to include in the credits who wrote that sample. Like say the Two Live Crew sampled "Ain't Talking About Love's" opening riff for one of their songs. I guess what they should have done is, because Van Halen apparently did take the Two Live Crew court for that, what they could have done is that they could have added the writers of the Two Live Crew section, but also had to add in the 4 members of Van Halen at that time: Eddie, Alex, Michael, and Diamond Dave. All right. Crazy Town split up in 2003, but reformed in 2007 and released the album The Brimstone Sluggers in 2015. Binzer, who co-founded the band with Brett Mazur in 1999, after making music together, went under different names for a few years, had long struggled with substance abuse issues, and appeared on various reality programs focusing on his efforts to beat his addiction, including Celebrity Rehab and a spin-off called Sober House. In 2012, he was admitted to the hospital after losing consciousness and fell into a coma before recovering. 2 years ago, he was arrested for DUI. In a 2001 interview with Rolling Stone, Shifty admitted that he had been arrested for shoplifting. He was survived by his 3 children, Halo, Gage, and Phoenix. And was sad one lost from drug addiction, unfortunately. Now, if you look up that video, if you're looking up that video right now, you may recognize the brunette girl there. That was his actual girlfriend. And I guess I made an appearance making out in the Lenny Kravitz video for Fly Away.
Yeah.
Yep. But you have to look very closely
really?
for. But yes, I remember seeing it, and I was being told about it in a publication. But it's only for I believe about 1 to 2 seconds, so you got to look really carefully. All right. Anything else?
All right. What about this article? Jeff Tate, I don't really have a need to go back to Queensryche. Have you seen this, Brown?
Not yet, but I'm looking it up right now. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here.
Skid Row doesn't need, or actually Skid Row needs Sebastian Bach. Sebastian Bach doesn't need Skid Row.
Yeah, we got to talk about that after we're done with this one here.
We're going to dive heavily into Skid Row on the later half of this, guys.
And it went up there. And right there. And
that song.
And that song you mentioned for Def Leppard, I guess you already have a video for it. It says here, shares music video for the new single, Just Like 73. All right. I'm looking for it right now, and then we already covered the John 5 thing. Adrian Belew, Tony Levin, Steve Vai, and Danny Carey expand their project Beat with 21 additional performances. Have you heard about this one here? It's a project called Beat. It's featuring the members of King Crimson, along with Steve Vai and 2 drummer Danny Carey. They're performing songs from the 3 albums King Crimson released it in the 1980s. Discipline, Beat, and 3 of a Perfect Pair. And I guess they got consent from Robert Fripp, the main guitarist and head honcho for Crimson, because apparently he owns the copyrights to those 3 albums. In fact, he basically owns all the King Crimson catalog altogether. I guess he had to pay a lot of money from the original copyright holders, which was EG Records. Because apparently EG was not treating Crimson's music as properly as it should have. I'm looking right now. Let's see here. Kerry King, he says religion is the biggest lie among humanity for centuries. And unfortunately, I'm having trouble finding. And here's something else. Ozzy Osbourne warns kids not to snort liquid death.
Yeah, what's up with that? I didn't even bother clicking on that. I don't know if that was an advertisement for that. It's like a water, canned water. Have you seen that, Brown?
I'm reading it for you right now.
I'll take it from here.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take it from here.
Go ahead.
Take it from here. Let's get into it.
Okay.
When I grew up back in high school, I was always listening to like bands like The Doors and stuff like that. But when I got into Skid Row, man, oh man, it actually changed my life, because during that time, you may not know this about me, guys. During that time, I was around the wrong crowd, and I was doing a lot of heavy, stuff things and drugs. Yeah. And the message
like substance abuse problems. What? Much like Sebastian Bach and all these singers. Very interesting.
No, Sebastian
and
Bach's
everybody
never,
else.
No, Skip, you got it all wrong. Skid Row was never like that. Skid Row was actually their music. If you go back and watch the music, they were actually talking about not doing drugs and stuff like that. Like Ricky was a young boy. Ricky was a young boy. It's about an 8-year-old dude that was doing drugs, got so fucked up and shot his.
Brown, all those guys of the '80s did drugs. Paul 3, right? All the bands in the '80s did drugs and shit.
Yeah, but not Bach.
Dude, coke, man.
Paul
Everybody
3,
did
what's
coke.
up? But then again, a lot of people, but then again, around that time, drugs were one of the things to do when you're in a rock band or to socialize and be included, or to be included in a group.
Paul 3, you're in band practice right now, homie?
I thought we were doing this shit on Thursday.
Well, the debate,
the debate's tomorrow, bro.
Yes, and everybody's going to be tuned into that. So we're doing our music program for tonight.
Yeah, Paul 3. We had to switch it. We had to do a switcheroo on you this week since you switched off.
Paul 3 be doing speedballs too.
Nah,
what?
Dude.
I don't go that hard. I'm not like fucking Jim Belushi or John Belushi or whatever the fuck, dude. Chris Farley. Nah, that's too hard.
Paul 3 and Prince do hate each other. That is true. They both have the same initial.
They can't.
P.
But everybody was doing coke in the '80s. All those musicians and shit. 100%.
No, but Paul 3, Prince was like Sebastian Bach. He didn't do that shit. I was like, what? Come on.
Well, there are some certain people like Ted Nugent and shit too. I think didn't do drugs. I mean, there are some musicians. Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull, he didn't do drugs. There are some, but
no, bro. I've been watching fucking Sebastian Bach everything all week, like Stern interviews, everything, and he's definitely. I mean, like he always hung around like Guns N' Roses or like Axl Rose, and like they wanted coke. Oh no, it was the Motley Crue. Like they came to Toronto and. Yeah. They wanted cocaine, and like Sebastian Bach had cocaine, and like they all partied together, all these groups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they especially on the Sunset Strip during the '80s. There, Wasp, Rat, everybody, Dokken, everybody.
Like, bro, out of all those videos I posted,
yeah, like, what's up with that?
Like, bro, I get it's not because of me. It's because like there's a lot of Sebastian Bach haters. People calling him a poser. People, I guess they're just Skid Row fans. It's like I would have paid $100 for that fucking shit on Friday, bro. That shit was like Metallica was the greatest concert for me, right?
Mm-hmm,
but
yes,
like, and then the Stephen Pearcy shit was mind blowing.
Yes,
but this was on a whole nother level, Paul 3, because the fucking sound, the audio was so fucking good, dude. I was on the side of the stage.
And where was his concert at, I should ask? Or was it like it was outdoors, I know that.
It was an outdoor, like almost like the Scout Bar, I mean, or the one place you saw
Iron Maiden?
Place you saw no, not that big. The one place you saw Accept.
Oh, the Concert Pub North, yes.
Yeah, Concert Pub. It's kind of like that, like a small outdoor stage, whatever.
All right,
they weren't.
Nice.
Look, it was packed, but they weren't no more than 300-400 people.
Dude, you said Metallica. You said Metallica is the greatest concert you've ever seen.
This last one, this last one. This last tour thing, yes, seeing them for 2 times.
Bro. Metallica, the greatest concert you've ever. I saw them. I saw them in like 2004. I mean, it was a great show.
I saw it was a double, bro. It was 2 days, 2 different sets for one price.
Nice.
I couldn't complain. I had no complaints. I can't complain. Like that, the greatest experience, I would have to say that. The greatest concert experience. I mean, Pantera opening, Pantera 2.0 opening, whatever, right? Like,
I'd rather see that, bro.
They did a whole set of that night.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got to get to let me read the article here about Ozzy Osbourne and Liquid Death. Ozzy Osbourne is teamed up with Liquid Death to spread a message. Do not snort Liquid Death's electrolyte mix drink, the drink mix called Death Dust. After countless comments on Liquid Death's Instagram about snorting Death Dust, the healthy beverage brand decided to team up with Mr. Osbourne for a new video warning against questionable uses of Death Dust Watch the clip below. The collaboration follows the release of Liquid Death's newest batch of Death Dusk, which has dialed up the flavor intensely. So, when you say this, has definitely upped the flavor intensity in a big way. Single flavor packs are also available for the first time. Ozzy says,
Brian, you're reading a damn advertisement. Brian, you're reading an advertisement.
No, I'm not. I'm reading the article right now.
Is it a real article for real?
It is a real article from courtesy of Blabbermouth. Ozzy says, I love how Liquid Death makes a healthy thing like hydration more fun. Sharon, the family, and I drink Liquid Death all the time. It's delicious, but seriously, I don't snort it or eject it, anything that they make. It's much better for
Brown,
drink.
have you ever had that? Brown, have you had that before?
No, I never did.
All right, so what it is it's water inside of an aluminum can. That's it.
I see.
That's the whole. It looks like a beer because it's in a longer can, like a tall boy.
Yes.
But it is overpriced water. Sure, refreshing because it's in a can. It's crispy. It's nice. But
and what's the flavor?
Some of them have flavor. Some of them have carbonation, like all that shit. But like the first one, because they have it at bars and shit. Like they have it all these clubs and concert venues. They have the Liquid Death for sale. And it's for someone like me who doesn't buy alcohol at concerts because of principle, because it's overpriced. But I'll buy the overpriced water. You know what I'm saying? But I'll still, you know what I'm saying? Like it still looks like I have a beer, or I mean, I go for the free water, bro. Like Paul 3, you might think that's lame, but I do go for the free water, brother. I don't want to spend any more money. I mean, I'm gonna automatically buy the shirt, Dr. Brown. I got the Sebastian Bach tour shirt for $40.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I'm not gonna go in there. I mean, that's $40. It was $30 for the ticket. You know, you're gonna get $100 out of everyone for sure. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
And drink.
Okay, I see there. Now, back to the Liquid Death. I guess, according to this article, some people have been trying to snort it, which is a very bad thing to do.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. He said, Death Dusk is not a drug. It's a delicious drink mix packed with essential vitamins and electrolytes the body needs. Available in single flavored packs. In addition to the variety packs, these delicious flavors include severed lime, mango chainsaw, and convicted melon. And I guess you order them on Amazon.com, for what I understand. And apparently, what happened is that the company closed. Let me read the article. This is what the article here.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. $67 million in financing from strategic partners and new investors, including top national distributors, along with notable names in entertainment and sports.
Coca-Cola, brother. All right.
Liquid. Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
No, go ahead. I'm going to read this one thing, and that'll be it. Liquid Death has become the fastest growing and leading brand across the water-flavored sparkling water and iced tea categories. We continue to see extreme strong consumer and retailer demand and are proud to have raised a strategic oversubscribed up round to fuel our growth. This is from the CEO of the company. What began as appealing to inbound interests has accumulated to a leading group of strategic investors from finance, entertainment, and distribution backgrounds. This round, coupled with the appointment of Stephen Ballard, a seasoned sales executive in White Claw Alumni, will enable us to continue.
God damn, Dr. Brad, are you okay?
No, I'm all right. I'm trying to, I have to, remember I have that cataracts issue right now.
Oh, you already have the thing?
No, I didn't. That's next month.
Oh, my bad. All right, go ahead.
So I'm trying to scroll up the words because everything is like blurry, especially in the left eye here. The seasoned sales executive and a White Claw member will enable us to continue scaling a world-class distribution network to murder thirst and plastic bottles around the globe. All right, so there you go. And I guess
Dr. Brown,
according,
you know what?
go ahead.
You know what the Chinese man's favorite car is?
What is it? All right.
He's playing the damn dishes in the background, Paul.
I know. I heard it myself, man.
I think I was muted.
Oops.
In a shitty band. All right, so Paul 3, Prince, tell us your obsession with Sebastian Bach, because I always knew. I remember. Because real quick, because real quick. I don't forget anything. I have a good memory, and I remember Prince saying that he like his favorite or something, or this is a while ago too. This is like years ago. You were saying something about Sebastian Bach, like you look up to him, something to that effect. And I always remembered that because I always knew I was going to see him live.
I don't think Sebastian Bach's like anything that crazy to be like insane over like you are. Like, why are you would fucking?
What do you mean insane over, bro? That was fucking great.
How is YR insane, Paul?
Like a wannabe Nirvana Kurt Cobain. Just go blow your brains out already, dude. Like, please do something.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Whenever you listen to a whole bunch of...
I'm gonna let him shit on Sebastian Bach, bro.
Album of the year, bro. It's album of the year.
Whenever he talks like I do. You know what I mean? Or like whenever you listen...
truckers?
Whenever you listen to Robert Plant, he talks like I do. But whenever you listen to fucking whenever you listen to Sebastian Bach, he still talks like this, man.
That's how his voice is. Everybody has different set of voice, whichever tone it is. Like some people can talk low, talk high. Hello?
Dr. Brown, that's album of the year, Paul 3. Sebastian Bach's album, Child Within a Man, is album of the fucking year. Listen, I'll tell you why. Multiple reasons, but Eddie Trunk on his show yesterday on Sirius XM, I called in. He was doing top albums of the year so far, like your faves of the year so far. And a lot of people said Judas Priest album. Mm-hmm. A lot of people said the Black Crowes album. But everyone said and added other remarks to Sebastian Bach's new album, bro. Everyone said, and let me tell you something, like I already went into the concert knowing 2 songs off that album, which when artists that have famous old songs come out with new albums, do people really care? No, people don't really, you know what I mean? Like not too much. Maybe a couple songs, right?
Yeah.
I already went in knowing 2 songs. But like, bro, he played like half of the. I mean, like, bro, like all those songs are great. I'm telling you, and it was mastered by, I believe his name is Robert Ludwig, and he's the one who mastered like Led Zeppelin 4 and all these, like Jimi Hendrix out, like all these great, like all these people helped him on this, obviously, and he gives them the credit and everything.
Yep.
But truly, like, and you know how I am with Judas Priest, guys.
You are definitely.
Like it's easy. Like if I have to put the 2 together, Child Within a Man, Sebastian Bach, or Invincible Shield, Judas Priest. I said on Eddie Trunk show yesterday, straight up, I was like, bro, it's Sebastian Bach for sure, man. Like live, the songs were better, like more cooler and more like intense live than the record. And that is pretty cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not too many people care about the new songs when they're being played live, but like, I was all up in that thing. Like, that shit was crazy. That shit was great. And I was not drunk. I was drinking water, ice water. Like, I was not, you know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with alcohol or me, you know what I'm saying? I was on the side of the stage. Dr. Brown.
Yes.
That shit
I
with us.
noticed, yeah.
That shit. Even though I knew more rap songs going to
He
Stephen
experienced
Piercy.
what he's saying,
This shit was
Brian.
way better. I have to say, this shit was way better than the Stephen Piercy. I do have to say,
What
guys.
he's saying, Brown, is he got to experience Bach organically, and it was fucking amazing.
That's good. Yeah, right. You know what? Apparently I remember back around I guess it was 1989 when Skid Row's first album was out and about, and 18 to Life, Youth Gone Wild, Piece of Me were the main songs being played on the radio. The videos are all over the place on MTV. They did this big performance at the Ritz in Rosehill around that year, and what they had was a before the concert party. Local favorites Heaven's Wish was playing that night. Members of Skid Row, except for Sebastian Bach, was involved in there. The opening act, Sleaze Bees, were there as well. I got to meet members of Skid Row, Rachel Bolan, and a couple of members. I remember got a few autographs from the guys. It would have been nice if I were to get Sebastian's autograph, but like I said, he was never there. And now, fortunately, I was not able to make it the following night because I saw the parking lot after coming home from a restaurant job, and the parking lot was packed. I mean, packed to the full T.
You
I remember
kidding me?
And I'm not kidding you.
To a
Back,
show, he was kind of like going crazy.
And you went to that, Brown?
I wanted to, but unfortunately, one, I could not find a place to park, and two, I would have to take an oxygen tank with me inside because the place was packed. So most likely there would be no room to breathe.
Sebastian Bach, Prince, and Brown was the greatest man I've ever seen live. I do have to say that. Very entertaining. And I'm not even talking about the singing. The singing's on a whole nother level. Like, that shit blew my mind. That's just crazy. But
can sing. That dude can
because
sing.
you remember, Brian, I went to the Dawkins show. And
yes, I remember. Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's way different when the shit's actually good, bro. Like, it's a whole nother deal when it's actually good. Like, the tribute bands is one thing, but like, man, these people are like 60 years old and shit. And they were like 30 years old when I was like 10 years old watching them on VH1, like on TV, behind the music.
Yep.
Throughout the years on E. Just listening to the music, the CDs.
Watching old videos on VH1 Classic.
That's what I call Hair Ballads, Volume 1. That's what I call the 80s hair metal, Volume 2. Like those CDs. Brothers, this was... Damn it, it was good. But look, Skid Row's never going to have him back in the band.
I know, we need to dig into that because we spoke about that, but we also want to get Paul and Prince's ideas on that one.
If on the Wikipedia, on Skid Row's Wikipedia, they list who joined the band, like what singers came in after Bach, and more than one accord, those singers are like pretty much saying the guys in Skid Row are assholes type shit. So it's like, who's really the problem here?
Really? So it's on the Wikipedia. They're saying that the members of Skid Row are not good guys to get along with, but yet they're going out their ways to claim that Sebastian Bach was the same way.
Now, like, I can't really find anything specific. What instances or things have those guys, has between Sebastian Bach and the band of Sebastian Bach, like what major things have been said throughout the years, like that you know of, Brown?
Well, for I understand, the breakup between the two sides happened back in '96. I guess Sebastian Bach really wanted Skid Row to open up for Kiss's reunion tour, and apparently a couple of members of Skid Row, primarily the bass player Rachel Bolan, was against it. They shot that down, and I guess why
does Paul 3 got to be all negative on all the shit we like? Like his band's playing for fucking 5-year-old's birthday party at a bowling alley. Come on. Come on, Paul 3.
Oh, Paul, comment?
Guys playing for 5-year-old birthday parties at a bowling alley. Paul 3. Guys playing Sugar Ray and Smash Mouth songs. Come on, man.
Well, I guess
shit's on. How could you shit on Sebastian Bach, bro? Like that shit was great. Like people are like it's all those people in the comments hating. Like oh, it's not as good anymore. Like, bro, I don't see what the fuck. Like, the videos are fine. Like,
yeah,
the sounds was great. Like, I'm telling you, Brown, better singing than Stephen Piercy. I do have to say that for sure. Like,
I think what it is that they're jumping.
I never got a chance to finish on why I like Bach. I told you why. And
Yeah.
the screaming, it's like he has the Halford echo effect, Brown.
Yes.
Live. Bro, like, I mean, he's a big Halford guy. I already knew that, but I'm saying, like,
yes. By the way, look up Skid Row.
Like,
look up Sebastian Bach and Rob Halford doing delivery goods together here on YouTube.
Yes.
So
get a piece of me.
I guess what the problem was that, as I mentioned, Skid Row, according to Bach, he was hoping Skid Row would open for Kiss for their reunion tour that year, 1996. But a couple members, as I stated, shot that idea down. Primarily the bass player, Rachel Bolan, I guess Dave the Snake Sabu. I guess what the problem was, and that the issue was, I don't know what the reason why. I mean, this could have been a great way to get Skid Row back into the main light, because remember a year before their album Subhuman Race was released and it tanked miserably. At that time, alternative music was all over the joint, and bands like Skid Row, Wards were like out the door. So I guess what happened was that when Bach found out about this, he let some nasty messages on Dave Snake's old Mansion machine, and I guess they called back and responded that they called back and they said, "You're no longer with the group."
Bach left messages on his voice machine on a holiday, which was Christmas. His family were intended. They heard it, and he didn't like what Bach was doing around the time of Christmas. Like, who leaves you a nasty message when you're spending time with your family on Christmas?
That's
Bach
true there.
Fucked up on that one. Bach fucked up on that one.
Hey, Brown, you saw this on...
It made the relationship between him and what's his name again?
Dave Snake Sabu.
Yeah. It made the relationship between Bach and Snake very hostile because Bach was wrong to do that to him.
Yeah, I agree. That's a very bogus thing to do on a holiday.
Won't apologize for it. He won't own up to it. He won't take accountability for his mistake. He won't do it. So that's why Skid Row can't get back together, because Bach won't apologize for what he did.
Yeah. Now let me throw in a couple. Let me throw in a couple.
Please, real quick. It's the huge news. They canceled their online news. Like, there's no more MTV News anymore. They got rid of it yesterday,
yes. That was.
Did you hear about that?
I heard about it a couple years ago, and which is very sad, because who didn't enjoy watching Kurt Loder, John Norris, Tabitha Soren, Martha, what's her name? Kennedy, who, by the way, is now on Fox Network, by the way.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yes, I did. Yes, a couple times. And she still looks good.
Like, no more MTV News, but real quick, Prince, you can't be taking Skid Row side on this. Like, Brown, have you found that Wikipedia thing I told you about?
I'm looking for it right now. Give me a couple minutes.
Because it's interesting how how you can just go to that and it'll say after Sebastian Bach left, and then it'll list the other singers, which was quite a few, more than I could count on my hand. And like someone from Dragon Force, you remember that band?
Yes, I remember. Through the Fire and Through the Flames. That was a big hit.
You should have. I'm just gonna hit you with the Addy, Prince. I'm gonna send you the address next time. Like concerts you can't miss that are cheap, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It was hot though. It was humid, Brown. It was. Mm-hmm. You could not wear pants that day, Brown.
Wow.
Like, we would have had to go to Walmart and get you some big and tall cargos or regular short. Brown, like, it is sometimes, and I know you were in Texas too, but like, there's some days you can't wear I can't wear a shirt. Like, I gotta wear these fishing shirts, bro. Like
in Florida, Brown. How's the clubs doing?
Well, I haven't been to
the Climax.
Well, it's hot outside, no doubt about it, because it is summertime. But it's not to the point where it's like, I know you may be some memes out there, you're depicting, traffic lights melting because of the humidity in Florida. That's probably CGI'd or AI'd or something like that. But it is warm. But I'm able to handle Texas heat, Florida heat, and every other heat that's out there.
You
I
get used
remember.
to it.
Yeah, exactly. I remember the summer of 1988 back in Michigan was probably one of the hottest of all time. I remember. So I was able to pull through that. Thank goodness.
Right.
I guess the history of the bill. Let's see here. Where does it say that members of Skid Row are assholes according to their former singers? Okay.
Go down to the list of the former singers.
Okay.
And it was the one. It was like maybe the one right after Sebastian Bach. It was like, basically, it was like out there in the public. It was said that the band fired him, but
it says
the
here
real
band
reason
members.
was,
It says band members, and it lists the current lineup: Dave the Snake, Rachel Bolan, Scotty Hill, and Rob Hammersmith, and that's about it. It doesn't really mention go to list of
well,
the
no,
former
yes, it does,
singers.
Brian. If you give me a minute, I'll show you.
All right,
I
there.
mean,
Find
come
it for
on, man.
because I'm on the Wikipedia right now. Okay, I guess. And you said they had about 9 singers since Bach.
See.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, are we going to get into any drama later on?
Oh yeah, go. All right, so go. Just go down. Just click. I mean, where it says their story, and then it'll tell them about the years with Bach. But then you scroll past that picture and all that.
all right.
Skid Row reformed in 1999 with Johnny Solinger
Okay.
as Bach's replacement, and a revolving cast of drummers.
Okay.
And then it was like he got replaced TNT singer. 8 months later, he left the band, and then the Dragon Force vocalist came in.
Yep. New bass player, Gary, I guess. Beers, I guess that's the guy's name.
It must have been. I was reading. Might not be exactly on this. It might have been on something.
They released their fourth album, Thick Skin, in 2003. It was the first album to feature Johnny Solinger on the vocalist.
Well, that's what it was saying. It was basically saying, like, it was said that the members fired this singer, but the singer really left because they were like not treating him with respect or something. That's what they were.
Speaking in 2009 about the new Skid Row album at that time, Scotty Hill said, "We haven't sat down and recorded anything yet, but we have sat down and worked out some ideas and just played them on a handheld recorder. Everybody's writing, and we're getting into that mindset. Once that wheels start getting in motion, we'll probably fly out to Atlanta, spend a week or two up there, come home, go back up there, do it again. We're all living in different cities, which makes it difficult at times." Oh, wow. They signed with Megaforce Records the following year and stated that the new material...
Oh, here we go.
All right, go ahead.
All right, in January 99, Sabo. Yeah, because you got to click the little arrow down there, and it gives you more. In July, announced Phil Varzone replaced Mills, who was forced. Remember Phil Varone? The new drummer, blah, 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 thick skin, like you're talking about. Varone rejoined in March. He left again. David Guerra joining. Guerra remained in the band until April 2010 with Rob Hammersmith taking, this is the drummers. After more than 15 years, the band Solinger left Skid Row, reportedly in order to focus on a solo career. Sabo, and Bolan later. I wonder if he's relating to Kenny Bolan, by the way.
Not really. No, not by any means.
Sabo and Bolan later disputed that Solinger had left the band of his own accord, claiming that he had instead fired him. Despite rumors of a reunion with Bach, Solinger was replaced by former frontman Tony Harnell. Harnell left because claiming the other band members ignored and disrespected him.
Wow,
TNT
really?
frontman said. TNT frontman Tony Harnell. His tenure was short-lived, however. By the end of the year, he had departed after claiming that the other band members ignored and disrespected him.
Wow.
So that's, you get what I'm coming here with?
I see, yes.
And then obviously they found they got the Dragon Force guy for a little bit, and then Eric Gronwell came.
Yes. Now, I wonder what Lizzie Hale would say after her stint with Skid Row. Remember, she was a fill-in after Cornwell's departure there due to leukemia issues. I wonder
what do you think about
I wonder if they
Roman Reigns?
Yeah, very sad.
Hello?
What's his name?
One of the Tongan, one of the
Wild Samoans.
Yes, have you heard about that?
Yes, I heard last night. He passed away at 79. He was the father of Roman Reigns. What was his name again?
Sika.
The Sika. Okay, there. I guess they were part of the World Wrestling Federation's earlier roster throughout the 70s and early 80s, if I remember there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So rest in peace to the Tribal Chief's real daddy there, I guess.
The real Tribal Chief, the original Tribal Chief.
Exactly.
Prince, you want to see a Michael Jackson tribute? That one that's in Vegas? You want to see it here?
Bro, I've seen Prince's tribute, and that was fire.
That's what I'm saying. Prince, I'm telling you, like, Prince is the only one that knows about the tributes, bro. Prince is like badass, right? It's crazy.
The Prince tribute show in Vegas, that shit was fire. They did it. They kill it. They kill it.
All right, that's good to
You
hear.
got to form a Black Sabbath tribute, bro. Like, for real, in the Florida area.
Well, Well, there's somebody out there who, for I understand, has a podcast about Black Sabbath, and I should probably get a hold of him and see about being part of that sometime soon. So, so Prince, do you think Sebastian Bach should rejoin Skid Row? And who's making what noise in the background?
Hello.
I hear you.
Hello.
Damn.
Prince.
Prince?
Let's not squeeze the mustard too hard on the live show, brother. All right, so that's not gonna happen, Brown. Ever. They're never gonna. Those guys are I really like reading that. Those guys are jerks, man, and they must be rich already. They don't need the money because they would be playing way bigger audiences if they had Sebastian Bach back. Would you agree?
I think so, yes. But then again, before we go on to Skid Row's antics, let's not forget Sebastian Bach's antics. Remember, he caught a lot of flack for wearing this shirt saying "AIDS kills fags dead," which was way appropriate. I guess somebody gave it to him. He put it on. He was photographed with it. He says he forgot he was wearing it at that time. But if you look it up on the internet, Google Images, and apparently it was the font for that shirt was basically like the same way with Raid. Raid kills bugs dead, but in a different sense, as you could say. And a lot of people got on Sebastian's. They really jumped on his throat over wearing that shirt.
What year was this?
I believe this was in 1990 or 1989 or 91. A lot of one of those 3 years, but Bach really got a lot of heat for wearing that shirt in that photo session. And let's not forget the bottle throwing incident. I guess it was in Connecticut. I guess some fan threw a bottle up him. It was a plastic bottle. Bach is like, "Who threw that? Who did this? Was it you? Was it you?" So he started into the song piece of me, and Bach singing, and boom, he jumps out in the crowd, starts attacking who he thought threw the bottle, not realizing that he struck a young teenage girl that was in there. I guess he also got, yes, look it up on YouTube. Sebastian Bach bottle throwing incident, and you see it right.
Someone
there.
Really threw a bottle.
Yep, it was it was a plastic bottle. Hit him right in the head while he was talking on the mic. And let's not forget, I mentioned the VH1 reality show Supergroup, which Bach apparently had a drinking problem throughout taping that show. In fact, Ted Nugent had to come in and do a little intervention with him, saying no more drinking, because everybody from Scott Ian to Jason Bottom were getting fed up with it. And many people who viewed that show said that a lot of times Bach was like a prima donna.
Paul 3 is playing for fucking 200 people at a fucking fair. Come on.
All right, dude. And what noise is in the background?
Guy's playing a 15-minute set for a damn group of fifth graders. Damn high school reunion, idiot. Yo, Brian, did you catch that? Prince, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was going to ask, man.
What in the hell, dude? Now, Brian, are you gonna watch the debate?
Well, man, probably yes. Maybe. Well, probably yes. I know my sister and brother-in-law are going to be paying attention. That's for sure. There. And which, by the way, the reason why, as I mentioned, is why we're doing Music Maniacs for this night instead of tomorrow night, because we know all eyes and ears will be glued to this debate. That's for sure. I want to get Prince's take on the possibility of Bach returning to Skid Row, see what he has to say about it. But we are unable to get a hold of Prince because all we hear is this tapping on the wood or something like that in the background. It's right now 3 of us on the call. So, Prince, if you're not muted, say something, dude. And still silent. What the fuck?
All right, well, Dr. Brown, but are we gonna take a break for? Are we gonna take a break for a month?
I do not know. Well, I do not know what's the I do not know what's happening yet. But I will say this, I just hoping everybody wishes me well on this whole thing there.
No, you'll be fine, Brown. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Please don't worry. Don't be stressed. It's like what I'm gonna have to get. I'm gonna have to get tooth filling. So like it's a common procedure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I understand.
Don't be stressed. You know what I'm saying? Once you'll get it done, look back a month from now, and you'll be like, "Dang, I'm glad I got it done. And it's all over with, and I'm healed up." Or however long it takes to heal. You know what I'm saying? But
yes,
you're too mature of an adult to be stressed over, common things, man. Just keep it cool, stay cool. You know what I mean?
I will, definitely. Thank you. All right, Prince, you back yet? Obviously not. And somebody's pitter-pattering on the tile there. All right, there. So I guess, so any concerts coming up for that you're willing to see other than the Yin Yang Twins, I guess, YR?
We're going to see a Billy Bob Thornton band.
Oh, wow. Interesting. All right. All right, that'll be most interesting because I know he's a musician just as well, along with Kevin Costner. As well as Kiefer Sutherland. Right there. So I guess this concludes our episode of Music Maniacs for this evening. As we stated, we won't be doing anything tomorrow night because the presidential debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden will be taking place. And as we stated a couple of times, all eyes and ears will be focused on that other than our program. So we'll see you all next week, everybody. For myself, YR, Prince Idol, and Paul 3, we wish you a very awesome Wednesday evening. And we'll see you all later on. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.